Yesterday, talking about a neutral AFC Championship game, not even thinking about you guys. How much did that motivate you coming into this?
You better send those refunds.
I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. But we ain't hiding from nobody, running, tell them it's up. I'm from the city where they gotta play us. Fuck a coin flip, it's time to pay up. Don't cross the middle, 21 in the cut. But we ain't hiding from nobody, running, tell them it's up. Back-to-back champs, kings of the north with it. Thinking they can hang with us, still ain't jumped out the porch with it. Long bomb to chase every Sunday, watch him go and get it. Double up on him, then we gon' double down on T. Higgins. Then throw Boyd in the mix, now you really iffy. Every Sunday showing boys how to really gritty. They try to shuffle up the game on us, but they ain't icky. Flip the coin, kick the toe, Roger to go and get it. Never know what's gonna happen when Joe drop back. He get shiesty in the pocket, I get shiesty on the track. Nobody on the team all pro, that's all cap. Most all around team in the NFL, that's all fact. Ain't came across nobody yet that seem like they can hang with us. They said we couldn't be Buffalo, but see how we call they bluff. Underdogs every week, they keep on trying to label us. Put your money on us, even if Vegas don't favor us. No matter what, we really came up, now it's hard to fail. I dare you come across that middle, Von gon' ring your bell. I know we under they skin, them boys built frail. Eli Apple out there chirping like a next tail. You don't want Salmon Trey to come off them ends. Rita clogging up the middle like a big body Benz. Right behind them Logan and Pratt, the turnover twins. Jesse Bates in the backfield just to clean up the loose ends. We just drafted Cam and drafted Hill. Instant gratification every time that they on the field. We can't go back to what we was, cause that's the loser way. It's been hard.
Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I'm Del Altman, joined by my co-host Pork Chop. We got a couple of Joeys with us. So we got Bearded Joey and Face Joey, we said. Now you guys can say what the players sometimes call you if you want, but welcome, fellas. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Pretty good. How you fellas doing?
I'm doing great.
We appreciate you guys having us on with you guys, man. We appreciate it.
Now, you guys are both managing partners of CEG. You want to just talk about that a little bit and kind of what all you guys do, and then we'll get into certain events that you've put on with some of the players a little bit after that.
Yeah, for sure. So for CEG, we're an event promotional company. We host a lot of big events around the city. We do a lot of work with the different athletes, guys like Joe Mixon, T. Higgins. We do stuff with Tyler Boyd. We just put on big concerts. We do comedy shows. We do party and entertainment events. We do charity events and celebrity events. And the best part about all that is we get to do a lot of work with the guys and deal with them on a weekly basis and on a daily basis. So it's pretty fun, man. We love it.
How'd you get into that? And once you got into it, how'd you get the hookup with the Bengals players?
So I moved back to Cincinnati in 2015. I actually moved back with a criminal justice degree. And the first thing I wanted to do was try to get hired on full-time working security for the Bengals. At the time, they had full-time security already traveling with the team. So with me having a degree, they put me in back of the house. So I did the Bengals locker room and team tunnel security my first year back. So I was with the guys on a daily basis. I was with them during training camp. And at the same time, I also ran the VIP at a nightclub. So I was dealing with the guys on game day, all the home games, all training camp. And then at nighttime, when it came to them, their teammates, their family, for booking VIP, they contacted us. So I dealt with them literally all day, every day when they was at the stadium. And then at nightlife, when them and their teammates needed tables, me and Joey took care of them. And anything hospitality-wise in the city, they still to this day call me and Joey.
Very
nice. All right, now Bearded Joey, how did you meet up with this guy? And have you always been around the Cincinnati area as well?
Yeah, so I've grown up in the Cincinnati area. I've been in the nightlife industry roughly about 12 years. I met Joey, I want to say probably about 7, 8 years ago. He was working with the folks over at Scene Nightclub, which is now Azul. And with that, me and him, started getting around each other, getting to know each other, and our worlds started basically merging together because Joey had a lot of NFL connections. I had a lot of NFL connections. So just came full circle to where we just said, hey, we might as well go ahead and join forces. And from there, it's just been up from there.
That's awesome. Now we got Matty Meyer in the chat, so we can kind of kick off there. I see you got the Jackpot Joey. I got a Jackpot Joey hat on. So one event you guys did a golf outing, and I saw that, kind of the wedding thing with T. Was that planned ahead? Was that just spur of the moment? How did that all go down? And then talk about the golf event as well, if you'd like.
Yeah, for sure. So I know Maddie had a golf event coming up, and he reached out to me a few times and let me know the guys that he wanted to target. And obviously, when it comes to something like that, we also do a chip in for charity. So the past 3 years, he's came out for me every single year. And I remember the first year he came out to the golf event, and he's like, "Man, I'm only gonna stay for like an hour." I said, "That's fine. Just come out and show your face." Well, 3-4 hours later, he's still out there riding around on the golf cart, hitting dry. He had a blast. So every year he comes out, he stays for 4 hours. And when I knew Maddie had a golf outing coming up, I was like, I have to get T. I have to make sure that T's in town, comes to show support. And when I called T, he said, "I'll let you know." And then I told him it was for Jackpot Joey. He said, "Call me tomorrow." He ended up confirming. And when I took him out to the golf outing, man, he had an absolutely blast. We stayed out there, I'm pretty sure, for about 7 hours, drinking some moonshine, had a good time. His boys had a good time. He told me that was probably one of his favorite events that he's been to was Jackpot Joey's golf outing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looked good, man. I didn't get a chance to go out there. I had to work, but man, it looked like a good event.
Yeah, it was a blast.
I don't golf, but I would have went out there and just drove around beer in the cart to everybody. I'd have been the beer guy.
Now, this is for everyone I want to get. You also just had, I know it's at least gone on for a couple years, the birthday bash for Gary Owen. We've had on the show, awesome dude. And then also for Joe Mixon. So kind of just tell us how that started and then the event, or is that?
Yeah, so I remember.
All that. Did you catch
it was
all that?
echoing a little bit. Yeah, I caught it. It was echoing a little bit.
All right.
It was about 3 years ago. I remember Joe always knew what we did. I met Joe ever since his rookie year. I've been really close with Mixon and his mother. He's always helped me out with anything in the community, and he's always helped Joey out as well. 3 years ago, he reached out to me. He said, "Are you in town this weekend?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can you host my birthday party? My birthday's coming up, and my family's coming in town." I said, "Absolutely." So I hung up with Joe. The first person I called was other Joey, and I told him that Mixon, he wants us to put something special together for him.
You can say Black Joey, Joe.
Yeah,
Black Joey. I call Black Joey. So the first year we did it. We just did it at a bowling alley. We had all of his family, his mom, his sisters. They all flew in from Cali. His diehard, the people who helped take care of him at Oklahoma, they came up and surprised Joe, which was awesome. TB came, Jamar was there. All the guys ended up coming out that night. T. And then we just said, next year year 2's got to be big. So like we took it to the next level. Year 2, we took it to the Hard Rock last year. We did an all-white party. And that's when Gary Owen reached out to us and told us, "Hey, my birthday's a couple of days away from Joe. How about we do it together?" And we said, that's a no-brainer. So we took it to the Hard Rock, and we ended up having 780 people come out last year for the party. And then this past July, was year 3. So we just changed up locations, did an all-white party, the same thing. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. And TB, T, Jamar, all the big-name stars came out, and those guys had so much fun. I remember at the end of the night when we went to turn the lights on and tell everybody it was over, they didn't want to leave.
That's when you know you had a good event.
Let us pay you. Let us pay you to keep the party going. We're like, we can't.
We got to get over. But it was so much fun, and just seeing like those guys on game day, who they are, and then when they just come out and be normal people like us and just have a good time, it's just like they're big kids, man, and it's pretty cool seeing them call us and rely on us to put something special together for those guys just to make their day.
Yeah, and they got to go to somebody they trust. You know, they don't want to go to somebody that's going to put on some rinky-dink thing for them. So, I mean, that's where you guys come in, and it sounds like you got the trust of all these guys, which is awesome. And then a little perk that maybe comes with it. I saw you guys were at the premiere. We had Gary on, like, I don't know, it was over a year ago. He was talking about that movie coming out, and it got delayed a couple times. But I saw it was back on the strip. He described the male strippers getting the band back together, and it finally come out, and you guys got to go to the premiere. So how was that going to a movie premiere?
Oh, that was awesome. I was actually, he told me I'm going to dinner at Jeff Ruby's, come have dinner with me. So I met up with him and his opening act, and we were just sitting there. And he said, "I have a flight tomorrow to LA." And I was like, "What are you going to LA for?" He said, "My movie premieres." He said, "If you want, book you a flight and come on out, and I'll save you a ticket." So that's funny. When we were sitting at the table, Ellie Cruz of the Reds, he was in there next to us. And he came up to the table. He wanted to meet Gary. So Ellie and Gary got a picture. So we hung out. We ended up smoking some cigars, hanging out for like an hour and a half. And then the next morning, I flew out to LA and met Gary. And then he invited us to Hollywood for the movie premiere. It was him, Wesley Snipes, Bill Bellamy, a lot of big names. And just getting to see like behind the scenes and that experience with Gary was amazing. And knowing at the end of the day, he's from Cincinnati, he's from Oxford or Talawanda. It's pretty cool getting to see that and experience. It's something I'll never forget.
Yeah, you guys probably hate your life, right? So it sucks to be you guys traveling around with movie stars.
That's good days, bad days.
Going to movie premieres.
Oh man, it's some bad days in there, especially Monday.
It's fun. It's good days, bad days.
Why is Monday such a bad day?
Yeah.
Because we normally hungover from the weekend.
Oh, there you go. Okay, all right. I don't have that Monday problem.
You're not going to the same places, Pork Chop.
I need to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I normally turn my phone off.
We got to have you two come out on Sunday night.
What do I need? I need to change my name to Joey or something. That way I can hang out too. I'll be Joey Chop.
Hey, I'm 2 hours away, man.
Where do you fellas live?
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah. Dale lives way out on the east side, out in Portsmouth, but I'm in Delhi.
I'm 2 hours away
Portsmouth,
from
Shawnee
Cincinnati,
State.
so yeah, that's where I went, Shawnee State.
Yeah, I took a
That's
visit.
what I was
going to
say. You guys said you're from Cincinnati. I don't know if they do that out in Portsmouth, but you know, here in Cincinnati, we say, "What school did you go to?"
Right.
Yeah, what school? Yeah. What high school did you go to?
Try to get
Hey.
He keeps cutting right in out on us.
Head of security.
That's our
What's up, guys?
DJ L Train. So he DJs all of our big events for Joe, Gary. Great. One of his best friends happens to be Frosty Rucker, Ray Maluga. So L Train's a great person too. So I told him, I invited him to come hang out on the show and talk to you guys for a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. We were lucky to have
Hey,
Frosty
guys,
on because he's good friends with Shane Graham. So Shane got him on, and which he'd be mad at me because he said next time he came on, I'd have to have sleeves on. He gets mad at me. I'm like, dude, I do it from my garage. What do you expect?
Right.
No, I also want to talk about you. I've seen you've done a lot with, I guess, Dre Kirkpatrick and Pac-Man Jones. Just is that some of the early relationships that you developed, and then maybe talk a little bit about those and maybe some of the cool stuff you've been able to do with those guys over the years?
Yeah, so Dre and obviously I think Joey and L Train knew those guys a little bit before me. I moved back in 2015, and the first current Bengal I got close with was Dre. He used to come into the nightclub all the time, and when Dre was a youngster, he used to have his pants down to his ankles, and they used to tell me like, "Hey man, tell your boy to pull his pants up." I'm like, "Man, he's all right. Just let him be.
You're right.
Just let him hang out at the bar, and he'll spend a bunch of money." But just like getting to know Dre as a person outside of football, he's like one of the best people you'll ever meet. He comes from a small town in Alabama. He's good people. He has a great heart, and if you're good people to Dre, he's good people to you back. And I've learned a lot from him. He's a great mentor, not just football, just business. Dre just invested in a bunch of property in Huntsville, Alabama. He just getting ready to open the biggest nightclub in Cincinnati in about what, 2 months, Joey?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so Dre's good people. He still lives here, and I talk to him on a daily basis. And Pac-Man, I love Pac too. I met Pac-Man right after I met Dre down in the team tunnel, and the nightlife, just booking all their VIP needs. And Pac-Man's good. You got to catch him on a good day. If you catch him on a bad day, just stay out of his way.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been close to getting him on before. He'll be like, "When do you want me?" And then I'll say a date, and then it just I don't hear from him again.
I know Joey knows Pac-Man very, very well. They've had a great relationship in the past.
Yeah, man,
Awesome.
He seems awesome. Now, I know one of the most recent things that you guys did was with FC Cincinnati, Luciano Acosta. I hope I pronounced that somewhat decent.
Yeah.
But you guys were doing some stuff with I'm a school teacher, so you guys are doing stuff with inner city schools and classroom essentials. So I thought that was awesome. Tell us a little bit about that event.
Yeah, so Lucho, he don't really speak too much English. I know him and his teammates, we hosted a few of the FC private team parties, and Lucho's always in charge of everything, handling everything for his teammates. And he sees what we do around the city and other cities with charity events, and he told his person, like, "Hey, I want to get involved in the community. Can those guys help me out?" So we had him play in a celebrity softball game. He's a big fan of Mixon, so he got to meet Mixon. And then we did this past Monday night, we took 60 kids bowling, arcade games, and fed them. And now this upcoming Monday, the Reds game, I have him throwing out the first pitch at 4:00. So
awesome.
I've just been trying to help him out, get him involved in the community, and he wants to stay here in Cincinnati. He don't want to leave, so he's trying to get his face out there as much as possible so he can stick around.
Well, that's awesome. I'll be at the game in 2 days. Going down to the FC match.
Oh, nice.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you need anything while you're in town.
Can you imagine if we had that same energy from the FC games in Paycor Stadium? Like 67,000 people acting like the Bailey? Nobody would even want to come play us, ever.
Exactly. Never.
I don't know how we get that started, but I'm on board.
I think L Train can help us get it started.
Yeah, there you go, L Train.
All right, L Train, what's your ideas?
What's my what?
What's your ideas to get it jumping like that?
I mean, well,
I know it's a good idea.
That internet said nope.
You know, that idea was probably lit, man. I bet it was legit too. It would have got us where we need to be.
Well, that's one of those you got to pay for that idea.
That's
right. You don't get that for free. The internet said, "No, get that shit out for free." That's what the internet said right there.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
We couldn't hear you. You cut out. I said your internet was telling you not to give that out for free.
Yeah, the good ideas cost money.
Let me walk outside. I'm in the mountains.
Wait till you see where this guy lives.
My God, he's in the mountains.
You can watch the game from his condo. He overlooks the city.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I was in the dungeon. No, but I'm saying, like, I don't think the Bengals need much help as far as like the hype anymore inside the stadium. The last few games I've been to, you can hardly hear yourself in that place. Even during the preseason game, they were going nuts.
Yes, I know. It's crazy down there now. But if we had go ahead.
It's good to see, but the Bailey's inside the Bailey at FC Stadium is a whole nother level. Yeah. I mean, they're. I brought a friend from Joey and I took our friend from Canada to the game that Messi played in, and he just could not believe how energetic the Bailey was. Like, he was like, bro, they're not stopping.
Mm-mm.
They just kept going, and they were just chanting the whole game. And his favorite part was when they were booing Messi. Every time Messi would walk up to touch the ball or take the penalty kick, they'll boo him. It's like, this is insane. It's a whole different energy, man.
If you boys had to take a guess, the Bengals this year, what if we stay healthy all year, what's the final record going to be?
I always said 15-2.
Still in my questions that I had for you, but I said 13-4. I don't know what those 4 losses are, but it's a long season. We'll probably have a couple here and there. But well, what do you guys think? We'll ask you guys the same question.
14-3.
L Train, what you got?
17-0.
Okay, I like that one.
That's a Gary Owen answer.
Yeah.
17-0.
There you go.
Listen, if you're gonna, I'm from Jamaica. The only NFL team I've ever cheered for is the Bengals. If you're gonna be diehard Bengals, you gotta believe all the way in. I mean, I don't see the team that can beat us. Do you?
No. Here's the one. I put 2 losses, and I thought I put 1 random loss through the season. But the last game of the year is going to be a loss because we're not going to play anybody.
We're going to be setting everybody
bye week
for the playoffs.
Everybody's going to be sitting because we already wrapped up the number 1 seed in the AFC. So
yeah, you're right. I think that Kansas City game on New Year's Eve.
Kansas City.
Yeah, I think they'll sit everybody because that's where we usually, it's a very contentious game, and I think if anybody will more than likely get hurt if everybody's healthy all year. I think that will be the one game that kind of screw us over.
Man, that'd give us some big energy too.
As
Just
far
smack
as
them in the
people getting
face,
hurt.
smack them in the face, and just sit our players. And because we already wrapped up the AFC, and just sit our players and let them battle it out.
For sure.
Right.
That would be awesome.
It would be nice to see for the AFC to go through Cincinnati.
That would be insane.
I can't imagine. Like, I know last year, that Bills game before that unfortunate injury, that was the loudest I ever heard it. I can only imagine. Even the playoff games wasn't the same. I don't know why, but they just weren't. I mean, the playoff games were hype, but they just weren't the same as that Bills game on that Monday night. So I'm thinking if we can host like an AFC championship game, I cannot imagine the atmosphere, man. Like, that's my dream right there.
For sure.
Hey, L Train, are you at Lunken Airport?
Yeah, right.
No, why? The wind.
Man,
Is that what it is?
that's
like wind.
I feel like he's on the runway. Yeah, I feel like he's on the runway.
I'm trying to get the best signal possible. For some reason, in the clubhouse, it's like a dungeon. Like I get no signal in there. It's like
so
a bomb
do you guys
shelter.
come to every home game? Dale and Port, you guys come to all the home games?
Yeah, season ticket.
Yeah, this is my third year with season tickets, so I tried to. I might not be at a couple this year, but usually, yeah, I'm at most of them, so it's pretty cool.
You boys ever stay out a little late on Sundays?
Yeah. Usually after the game, we go meet in the parking lot and wait until all the traffic clears out. Bullshit in the parking lot.
Parking lot pimp.
Yeah, parking lot pimping. But no, we try to stay out a little bit. Like I'll usually get a hotel within 20 minutes away or something since I'm 2 hours from there. And just not worry about going to work the next day for like the primetime games because they're just so damn late. I wouldn't get home till 4 a.m. or something, anyways, from them. So, yeah, we usually
drive back on Sundays.
Yeah, well, yeah. If it's a 1 o'clock game, I drive back. But otherwise, if it's like a night game, I'll just get a hotel somewhere. Usually, it's just easier that way.
If you can ever stick around and stay on a Sunday night when them boys win, man, the energy is amazing. And just when those guys come out. Like us three, anytime they win, the energy, like everywhere you go till 2 a.m. is just the place is crazy. It's bananas.
It's insane.
Team post game after parties. That's our favorite.
Give me some pointers. Where should I go? Where should I go after the game when we win?
The first home game.
We're in first home game.
Any game. Where should I go if I want to party with the boys?
I'm just going to
call. Time of day
I'm just going to call Joey. I'm going to call one of the Joeys or something.
He'll be DJing and just call White Joey or Black Joey, and we'll take care of you guys 100% of the time.
Who's he talking to?
Don't grab you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be down, hang out after a game or something. And I started going last year. I got my season tickets back, starting with the White game, and so when we went to that, we didn't lose after that. So I'm undefeated there. So
was that the game against the Dolphins?
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a game against the Dolphins where Tua got hurt, and so Miami used that as an excuse for the reason we beat them.
I wanted to ask you guys too. Like you obviously part of your job, you get to be around some famous people, however you want to feel about that. But is there anybody you've ever been just kind of starstruck by? Maybe you idolized growing up, or somebody you're like, damn, that's so and so you didn't expect to see out at an event or something somewhere.
Like other than us on the podcast today.
Well, I was about to say I was starstruck when I met L Train.
Yeah.
L Train. For me, it would be through Gary. When Gary came in, it was a couple years ago for a Thursday night game. He said, "Hey, me, Steve Smith, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Reggie Bush, they want to go out after the game." He said, "Meet me at the 21C Hotel." So when I met up with Gary. And he had Reggie with him, Reggie Bush, Steve Smith, and LaDainian. And I was just like, when I grew up, I used to love watching Reggie Bush play football. Him and when he played for USC. So to me, like being with Reggie Bush and just having a conversation with him it was pretty cool. And then I ended up taking him to one of Joey's events, and we took care of him and hung out for a little bit. So for me, I would say Reggie
that
Bush.
was a good night. That was a good, and Ray Lewis came in that night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep, Ray Lewis came also. It was a Thursday night football game, I believe. They were all in town for Michael Irvin. Few other older guys came in.
How about for you guys?
I think for me, probably OBJ. Meeting OBJ in Cleveland, that's probably one of the star that kind of made me kind of like, okay. And Terrell, when Terrell was in Cincinnati, Terrell Owens.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
A lot of people forget he was here for a year, but yeah.
I don't forget it. Rolls through my Facebook memories. Comes up every year talking about how I was on there hyped about getting T.O. with Chad Johnson. Thought that was going to be I thought we were going to Super Bowl, man.
I did
T.O.
too.
and Chad.
Yeah, that was
a deadly combo.
Yeah. I was super stoked when we got T.O.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, those
guys.
Sorry,
that's mixed me a little rum and Pepsi Zero.
I was going to ask you what you're drinking.
It's Thirsty Thursday, boys. You know, I got one more day of work this week.
I work third shift, so I'm getting ready to go to work here shortly. I work 12-hour shifts, so I got a Coke Zero.
Nice.
But what about you, anybody you ever met that you're kind of starstruck?
I got two. So when I was a radio DJ in Jamaica, I met Destiny's Child for the first time, and I literally just couldn't speak. And then in Cincinnati, I was playing at this club called Play, and Brandon Phillips walked in, and the club had like a stage where it was up in the DJ booth, and they usually just put all the athletes or whatever up there. So Brandon came over and requested Wobble, and I was so starstruck. You requested the WAP. I was so starstruck. I played the Wobble, which is two completely different songs. He walks over. He goes, "No, man, like the WAP, like WAP." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I totally didn't hear what he was saying because I was like, "Bro, that's Brandon Phillips," So that was a starstruck moment for me.
That's awesome. I wanna get all these in. So another event you guys do, is this an annual thing with the Joe Mixon and the bike giveaway?
This year was the first year we've done that with Joe. Him and his mom, they've been wanting to get more involved in the community as well. Joe loves doing anything, especially for the kids. So this year we went out and got a bunch of sponsors, and we said we're going to celebrate your birthday, host your birthday, but the following day, which was the day before training camp, we had 28 kids that we selected that had good grades, that came out with their parents. Gold Star sponsored all the food, and we had a whole truck full of bikes, brand new bikes for the kids, and Joe gave them away one by one. So it was pretty special. It was awesome. All the kids were happy riding their bikes, and it was a good look for Joe as well.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. Hey, I know you said you have a meeting to get to, so I don't want to hold you guys up. So, we could do this again sometime. Always open.
No, we could chat for a little bit, bit longer. We got about 10, 15 more minutes. We're good with you.
All right. I know you like to travel. I don't know about all you guys, but I know Joey Cook likes to travel. So I was going to ask, what's favorite spot to travel, and then I can ask you guys the same question.
My favorite spot to travel right now would either be Nashville or Tampa, but my favorite thing to do is I try to knock out all the stadiums. So right now I've been to 18 stadiums. I just went to Dodgers 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to visit every stadium in the MLB. So I've been to 18 of them, and I believe I have 12 left right now.
That's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I was going to say Nashville because the Bengals own the Titans. Is that why that's so fun?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that and Broadway Street. But so we have a blast every time we go down there and party and drink. I love it down there in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to one stadium, baseball, and nope. I've been to more than one. I've been to two stadiums in football, but I've been to the RCA Dome too, which is gone. And then I went to the new Colts Stadium. What is it? Lucas Field. That's it. I don't get out too much out of the city.
All right, Bearded Joey, where's your favorite travel spot?
Well, when I get to travel, because
Bearded
unfortunately Joey's.
Yeah, we said baby face.
Joey's. Since Joey is always gone, Joey has to stay here and hold it down. So I barely get to travel, but I'm gonna say me and Joey share the same. Tampa is one of my favorite places to go right now. Clearwater, St. Pete, somewhere in that area. I love all three. And then I'm going to go with Chicago if I'm in this area.
Nice. What about you, L Train? L Train's going to have some exotic shit for being from Jamaica.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're from Jamaica, what's left to travel to that's nice?
Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands is
Okay.
one of my favorite place to go to. Besides Jamaica, obviously. I do love Tampa as well. Chicago is one of my favorites, and I like to go to Miami. Like a couple days getaway, not too long. Miami kind of, you can't be there too long. It's the same way with Vegas.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. It gets a little too much. More than a week in Miami or more than 4 days in Miami is just like by the time But the food's good, so I like to go places where there's food and culture and all that. Mexico. Stop, Joey.
Yeah, food.
Hey, you're speaking our language here.
You set yourself up for that one.
I sat next to this guy on a 4-hour flight to Phoenix. It was the worst flight of my life. Big Namor. It was the worst flight. I'll never do that again.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, but you wanted to go to Vegas with me, though.
Yeah.
I'm a rum drinker, so I seek out the rums.
Hell
so
yeah.
I like to go. Yeah, Puerto Rico. I like Cabo San Lucas. I do drink a lot of tequila too, so I just like to try different outside the box places.
Well, he done kicked off favorite drinks, so now I got to ask
Right.
you guys what's the go-to drink, and then what's the favorite drink maybe on a special occasion.
Casamigos.
I can answer Joey's. Joey's high noon, high noon, high noon, high noon.
Get him a bucket of high noon and you'll be his best friend.
You'll never meet another guy that drinks as much high noon as Joey Cook.
Have you guys ever tried Four Locos?
Oh, goddamn, John.
Yeah. End up cross-eyed drinking them things.
Yeah, I know.
Four Locos.
I found out, man. I didn't drink a Four Loko till I was over 50 years old.
I told him, I said, don't go full Four Loko. I said, don't go full Four Loko. This motherfucker drank two of them cans. His wife had to drag him out of the fucking vehicle.
I'll tell you what happened to me. I was at a bonfire. I was chilling at a bonfire. Next thing I know, I was in my basement. And it was 4:00 in the morning. I thought, how the fuck did I get down here? My wife's small. Yeah. She walked me down the steps. I said, what the hell, man? I could have fell down. She's like, I got you.
It's cracking a can, man. You can't get that shit. It's like $3, but it's not worth it.
I'm pretty sure it's turpentine or mineral spirits. I don't know what it is in that can, but it is not just regular alcohol. Oh, I did go to work. I went to work after that. Hey, listen, when I was in my 20s, man, I got my body ready for shit like that in my 20s. Now I've chilled out.
You're a West Sider?
Oh, yeah. I sure am.
Yeah, you West Siders can drink.
You drink moonshine?
I have before.
Hey, he's more of the cannabis cup type guy, in his day.
That's you guys were talking about
the cannabis cup in Amsterdam.
You guys talk about traveling. That's the only place I traveled to was Amsterdam. In 1999, I was a judge in the cannabis cup.
Oh, wow.
that was my thing a little bit more than drinking, but now I'm a nurse, so I had to cut all that out. So that's why I went for Loco.
You still miss those hookers, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Amsterdam is like a piece of heaven, man. You guys been there?
No, that's on my bucket list.
Oh, man. You're going to take St. Pete off your list if you go to Amsterdam. Let me know. Hey, I was there in 99, but I still remember the place like I was there yesterday. So let me know. I'll go over. I'll show you the red light district. I spent a lot of time in there. Hopefully not the same girls, because they'll be like my age now. You know, they'll be like 50. We don't want them.
What the hell is there to do in Portsmouth, Ohio? I remember I took my visit there, and I remember telling myself, I think this probably be the last time I ever come back to this town.
Shit, man. That's the thing. There's nothing. There is nothing here. I promise you. There's no need to come back.
I said, there ain't no way.
I'll tell you what, though. There's some beautiful women up there. I played a show up there about a year and a half ago. I don't know if they were from there, but the event I played, there was a lot of pretty girls.
Where at?
I forgot the name of the place. I'll have to.
I was gonna say there ain't very many fucking places. So
Rusty Cork.
If you say it, I'll know it.
No.
The Dairy Barn.
It was a flowers place.
The gas station.
It was a country club.
Gas station it's the gas station where Dale gets his breakfast burritos on the way to work.
Hey, don't fucking shit talk about breakfast fucking burritos. That shit's good.
That's funny.
I only shit talk it because I want one.
But no, we'll end this with the Bengals question then. What maybe L Train will think of where he played at.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
There ain't that many places.
Right,
here.
just
look up. I should start naming places, and
I'm gonna look at.
Just look at the Portsmouth phone book. There's only 10 listings. Pick one of them.
I'm actually gonna look.
All-time favorite Bengals player we'll go with. I'll ask you guys that one, Joey's.
I'm going with Ocho.
Mine.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, that's
Corey
Chop's
Dillon.
favorite. Corey Dillon.
Let me just ask this: you guys know Ocho?
I love Corey. I was.
We had Ocho
man.
and Hushmanzada with us last year. They came and kicked it for a full weekend. When they came in, I think Hush was the what is it called?
The ruler of the jungle.
Yeah, the ruler of the jungle. When Hush was the ruler of the jungle, him and Chad came back. We had them host for a tailgate for us at Moorline. And then they kicked it with us all weekend from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah,
I think that might have been when Angelo Dawkins was in town. Do you guys know him? The WWE wrestler, like good dude, man, Cincinnati guy. I love him.
WWE.
Yeah, definitely a good dude.
I got to take my shot, man.
Yeah, I saw that picture. You guys.
Oh yeah, Chop's blocked.
Joey. Ocho Cinco's my favorite Bengal player of all time, man. Out of all of them, he is my favorite. And for some reason, I've been blocked for years on Twitter from Ocho, and I have no idea why. I've never said anything bad about that man. Now, Boomer Esiason blocked me, and I earned that one. But the only thing I can think of with Chad is that maybe when Boomer blocked me, he blocked me. But if you see Chad, tell him, say, hey, Ocho, Pork Chop 1972 is a great guy, and he loves you.
He's totally going to remember all this, man.
I am. It'd be the craziest thing because I'll say something to someone sometimes. They'd be like, are you drunk? What the hell are you talking about?
Please go
Joey probably calling right now.
Please unblock Pork Chop 1972 on Twitter.
Okay,
L-Train, did you figure out where you were?
No, I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I got a couple.
Was it the golf course? Where you at, like the Elks golf course?
I think it was a golf course. Yeah, I think it was Elks.
Yep. That's like 2 minutes down the road from my house. Fuck yeah.
You should have stopped by and had a beer.
Next time.
Rum. You could have stopped by.
I don't know why this story is starting to sound kind of shady.
Yeah.
He's just going with whatever location you give him. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounded exactly right. That's where I was.
Wasn't it Rusty Court?
It was Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
He was at the truck stop off the highway.
Dale's like,
You
that's
guys
funny
are
because there
funny,
is
man.
no Elks golf course.
Yeah, no, there is.
Hold on.
Yeah, if you fellas,
Let me
if
look.
you guys need anything in the city, if you guys are ever here and want to stick around for a game after a game on a Sunday, if you contact me, Joey, or L Train, we would love to host you guys, take care of you guys, and show you a good time
I
in the
still
city.
didn't
If
do
you
my
ever have
favorite
time.
Bengal
Poor Chop's
player.
eyes. Poor Chop's eyes like, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Nah,
Can't
man,
be drinking no
Hey,
Four Locos though,
Pork
poor
chop.
Chop.
I won't drink any Four Locos. I'll go Miller Lite.
Okay,
Hey,
that'll
now
work.
you're drinking my drink, man. I'm Miller like that.
Yep.
I'll even drink High Noons, Joey. You take us out somewhere nice, you know.
Oh, we'll drink them things till 4 a.m.
Pissing like water
Shut-
coming all night.
But no, man, tell
Yeah,
the
come.
people where they can find you guys. I know the website, cegexperiences.com is the website. Everybody check that out. If you're planning any kind of big event, these are definitely the guys you want to go to. If the players go to them,
they can find me right near the beach.
find L Train up fucking by where the airplanes are.
Right.
Lunkin, CVG.
Yeah, we love anybody who wants to reach out to us and contact us. We have events locked in all weekend, every weekend. We deal, like I said, chances of seeing the guys. We deal with them on a regular basis. Wherever L Train, Joey's at, I'm at. We're just anytime people come in Cincinnati, hospitality wise, that's what we take pride in, and it's what we enjoy is showing people a good time and showing them that Cincinnati is a fun city. It's up and coming, and when you come here, you're going to have a good time. And just whatever you need, let us know, and we'll handle your whole weekend for you.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys
as far as Instagram, just in case somebody's listening and they're in town one night and they want to hit us up, Instagram's usually easy to remember. So I'm at DJ L Train on Instagram. He's at 3 Ball Cook, and then Black Joey is at
Bearded Joey, damn it.
523. Man.
But no, guys, we appreciate your time. You guys have been awesome.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do it again sometime if you want after the Bengals win the damn Super
sure.
Bowl.
Yep, and then
we
my
appreciate
favorite,
you guys,
my,
man.
my favorite Bengal player, I have 4. Frosty Rucker, Ray Maluga, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon.
That's a good 4 right there.
Yeah.
4 legends.
You're like me
because-
with best friends. So I can't
Right.
pick one. I got just a whole bunch of them, you know?
No, it's just I feel I know those guys on a personal level. I mean, like Frosty and I, obviously are, great friends. We kind of share the same similarity as like father and like dealt with the same stuff with, our kids and, our divorce and all that stuff. So we share similarities in just his upbringing and his hustle. And he's been, actually, a lot of people don't know this about Frosty. Like at one point, Frosty had a aspiration to become a DJ, and I was like teaching him the ropes. And it's funny, like he just gave me back like the equipment that he bought, to learn that, because obviously he's moved on to different things now. But he's one of those very musically gifted individual. Like he will call me and he'd be like, "Yo, check out this combination." And as a DJ, a lot of times people try to do that and it don't make sense. But everything he's ever sent me actually makes sense.
Nice.
And he'll be like, "Yo, you should do this. Like, mix this." Joe Mixon is the same way. Like, we know these guys on a personal level. So I could sit here and said Ocho because I met him a couple times, but like all the guys I mentioned, I considered friends, not just idols. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. For sure.
Cool. Way to sit on our parade. We know our friends. They said idols. Now we could have said TB. I mean, we hang with TB every week. Of course, he's a favorite.
Nope, clipping
Zach
it.
is a
I'm
favorite,
clipping you
right?
saying Ocho. I'm clipping you saying Ocho Cinco, and I'm sending it out to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho's my dog. Listen, he was a hell of an athlete. I feel like Ocho probably still got something in the tank to where he could be in the league. Honestly,
Pac-Man is one of my favorites too. I like Pac too.
Pac, Tyler, like I said, Tyler. I mean, I talk to Tyler weekly. So does Joey, L Train. Then of course T's. I mean, all of them are talented. Damn near everybody who are around is talented people. So all of them are my favorites.
The thing is, too, guys, like these guys bought into what we're doing for the city. These guys, like, they support us. It's like no matter what it is, what event it is, how big or small, they'll show up. Even if it's just for an hour, they'll show up. They'll show us love, and because they know, like, that helps our brand. When they come and people want to see a celebrity or something like that. They know how important that is for all three of us and what we do, whether it's individually or as a group. So they always show up and show love. Like literally, the entire team shows us love. So that's really why I couldn't just sit here and pick one person.
Right.
Like Joey says, T, Tyler. You name them. Like I just played Orlando's Browns, like, little charity thing that he had for Juvenile Diabetes Foundation, which was at the pickleball spot, which was really cool. Like, it was just good to see how the city received them and the love they showed them. And
he's one of my best friends.
Poor Job says it's his best friend
awesome.
already.
My best friend, Orlando Brown Jr.
Yeah, he is. He's
a big boy.
He's a really. Oh
Yes,
my God,
he is.
He's massive.
Yeah, I'm 6'3", and I never feel small around somebody. And that guy, I literally thought this is what people are like when they talk to me, like average height, like 5'8" or something. When I'm looking up like this, I thought in my head, this is exactly how people, when they talk to me, they look up.
Yeah.
I remember DJ Reader and Josh Kupo, they called us one night and said the whole defensive line, we're going to dinner, and then we need a table. I think it was rookie night, or they made the rookies pay for the dinner at Jeff Ruby's, and then they all came in, and then they called me and said, Orlando Brown needs a table as well. Can you get him a table? And I said, no, I'll just put him at the table with you guys. They said, no chance. He's way too big. Give him his own table. So they had me stick him off in the corner with me. It's him and his agent. The D-line said, no, he's too damn big. We don't want him over here with us. So I gave him his own little table. That was his first night. I think it was like his first or second night in the city. And then L Train was giving him shout outs. And it's cool. Those guys come in. So like when they walk in the building, they're just, everybody knows who they are. But when you hear L Train say their name on the mic, or as soon as they come in the door, me and Joey will text them like, hey, T's here or TB's here. And he knows what song to play right away. And just seeing them, like their face lights up, and then they become big kids when you make them feel like it. So that's the relationships that we like. It's taken years to build it, but their trust with us is something that we appreciate, and that we continue to look forward to showing them a good time and taking care of them throughout this
upcoming season. Hey, congratulations, all three of you, on your success, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And to a lot more, man. That's what I mean. And these guys need people they can trust, and that's you guys, and that's huge. Because like other people, just I don't know. You hear the bad stuff, but you guys are genuine dudes, and I love that, man.
I
appreciate you guys coming on too.
And let Ocho know he can trust the chop too.
I got you. I promise, Pork Chop. I got you. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna remember this.
Pork Chop. We gotta have Pork Chop come out to the club.
Bro, I'm with it, man. I am with it for 100%.
We need to send Chad a free Pork Chop T-shirt.
Yeah, free pork chop.
Right,
free pork chop.
Yes, please, Chad. I mean, Twitter was old. We're done with Twitter. It's X now. Let's start brand new, fresh. I love you on
fresh.
X. Yeah, we'll make a clean break. Let's do this fresh.
So wait, does it carry over if you were blocked on Twitter? You're blocked on there too?
Yeah, I'm still blocked. Yeah. Switch to X, and I'm still blocked.
Okay. Gotcha.
You probably did something.
I don't know what the hell I did. Like, look, I'm not going to lie, man. In my 20s, I got fucked up a lot. So maybe I put something on there that I don't remember.
That would have been fucking 30 years ago, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Chad wasn't fucking on Twitter 30. No one was on Twitter 30 fucking years ago.
I told you I was fucked up, Dale.
You know, no fucking concept of time.
Back on MySpace.
I remember
MySpace wasn't even there, was it?
Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys, man. Who dey?
All right, guys. Who they?
Who they, baby?
Thank you, guys. Who they?
It's time. Cincinnati, we gon' rise and up. In the jungle, we unite and up. Trippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight? Live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move rockin' on? Now who wanna move tossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Single bottle, never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins.
Well, damn, poor chop. I guess we're going to the fucking clubs.